In this boardroom, and in boardrooms all across North America, important decisions involving electrical construction and maintenance are made every day. Millions and even billions of dollars are on the line for companies and their stockholders. Considering the economic realities of today, there's no margin for error, no room for mistakes. Hello, I'm Ed Hill, and I'm honored to be the International President of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW. I'm speaking to you today on behalf of our 350,000 skilled construction professionals to apply for your next job. Whether your future construction needs involve anything from a nuclear power plant to a large public project, to an office building or hospital, to a strip mall or restaurant chain, we want the work. And if you will allow me just the following several minutes to make my point, I'll present a compelling case why the IBEW is the right choice for any of your electrical installation, communication, or alternative energy projects. As businessmen and women, whatever your industry, you can relate to this. It doesn't help you much to have a talented worker who isn't motivated. And conversely, it doesn't help you much to have a worker who tries hard but doesn't have the skill set you need. I'm sure we can agree that the best employees are the ones who bring talent and productivity every day to the workplace. That's exactly what the IBEW offers you, our customer. We call it the Code of Excellence, and it's our promise to you that we will bring the most skilled and the hardest working electricians to your job site. We will meet and exceed your expectations regardless of the type of project, regardless of the size.
Delivering on our promise to the customers. If we're selling something at the front end of the job and we're not delivering it at the back end of the job, we're doing a disservice to the customer.
When you have the foreman and the general foreman using that to motivate their crews, you know it's working. You know it's working. It's not us trying to mandate something. It's a labor management cooperative effort, and that's when the paybacks really come into play.
It doesn't go on just to be a sales tool. It's actually the real deal.
When somebody opens a panel when you're done working on it, you don't want them to say, "Oh man, who put this together?" You want them to say, "Oh man, who put this together?"
For more than 120 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers has represented the best our industry has to offer. Our self-funded apprenticeship and training programs turn out the most skilled and knowledgeable construction professionals on the planet. The ability we have and the pride that we take in our craftsmanship has been passed down through the generations. It's as old as electricity itself. In fact, you might say our training is our calling card to those who are familiar with our work. But now we're raising the bar even higher. Working with our electrical contractor partners, our Code of Excellence is an ongoing program focusing on you, our customer. With the Code of Excellence, we're putting in writing some of the common sense values that help us evaluate how we're doing and how we're responding to the customer's needs. It's not a one-time motivational speech. The Code is an institutionalized, formal training curriculum that's being implemented by all of our local unions from coast to coast. It's a pledge to our customers that IBEW members and our signatory contractors perform the highest quality and quantity of work. We will utilize our skills and our abilities to the maximum. We will exercise safe and productive work practices. The Code of Excellence also demands some very straightforward things: arriving to work on time and ready to go, obeying customer and employer work rules, zero tolerance for alcohol and substance abuse, giving 8 hours work for 8 hours pay, and keeping breaks and lunches to their allotted time. There's more, but you get the idea.
The IBEW brings to us value for a dollar, and when we have the cooperation that we would get through the Code of Excellence program, that value is accentuated, and it's more value for us as an owner. We talk about the non-union occasionally as being competition. In the world that I operate on, building powerhouses, maintaining powerhouses, that competition is there. However, AEP continues to use the IBEW on a regular basis because they bring more value for the dollar. They're more productive, they're safer, and at the end of the day, their schedule is always met.
The Code of Excellence represents a renewed call to personal responsibility and professionalism. and it's actually an agreement between labor and the contractor. Quite simply, it's a new way we do business. All across North America, jobs are being done under the Code of Excellence, and to work on them, our members must not only complete the formal training, they must sign a document that acknowledges they will perform to the highest standard before they're sent to work on any Code of Excellence job. Since its inception a couple of years ago, Code of Excellence jobs are quickly gaining traction in the workplace. And why not? Our members like them, contractors like them, and most important, our customers like them.
A big construction project like this is all about risk. Risk of cost overruns, risk of not getting done on time, and if you pay, and you will pay, to eliminate risk, it's cheaper in the long run to do it that way.
They do it right all the way from the planning to the installation to the commissioning, and we've had very few problems, and I know my other colleagues will say the same things.
From the time we broke ground with the underground work through the coordination process, right up to putting light fixtures in the casino now, just a step ahead of everybody.
I believe this, that the ballpark turned out better than the renderings, so we couldn't have asked for anything more.
What the Code of Excellence does is make every hour count. And it represents the best of both worlds for customers who want the best electricians at a competitive price. Well, I'll grant you our skilled craftsmen and women are usually paid a higher rate than our competition. Wages are not really the issue. At the end of the day, the simple math that really determines the true cost of jobs is wages times hours. And it's the hours that can kill you. With the Code of Excellence, you'll get the most skilled, the most productive, the most efficient electricians in the industry. Your job will be done on time or ahead of schedule, and it will be done right the first time. That is the Code of Excellence guarantee.
I believe Code of Excellence has opened up a whole new avenue for thinking beyond one day. It has to do with thinking ahead of getting more work down the road. We have to prove to owners as well as general contractors that we are a notch, and I firmly believe we're still a notch above everybody else in the electrical trade. And this gives us an advantage to get that owner on our side.
I think holding the people accountable with what the Code of Excellence does really helps us to manage our labor force more efficiently by utilizing them, and they know what is their responsibilities are, and they know that they're going to be held accountable.
It's going to pay off in the long run, and that's what we want to try and do. I mean, to save 10 cents today, but it's going to cost you $1, a year from now, it doesn't make sense.
It really comes down to the support of the management team along with the union officials and the union representatives on site. As long as we get them working together in a cohesive unit, you can really see the results on the job site. It's made it very productive and very efficient.
Reputation's everything, and if you don't have reputation, you have nothing. So customer service plays a big part of that. So as long as you make the customer happy and give them what they want and give them ideas of if something they want doesn't work, give them an idea on what could work, then I think it's a win-win for everybody.
The results of using the Code of Excellence in this project has been astounding. Preliminary numbers between Phase 1 and Phase 2 show a 25% savings in labor. Overall savings about 15% on the project.
When you have the general president of the IBEW making a statement about the Code of Excellence, believe me, that helps to get everybody's attention and make that journeyman or journey person understand the necessity of adhering to it.
I can't think of any reason why an owner wouldn't want to use the Code of Excellence. In fact, we're going to demand that it be used on our projects in the future because we see so much potential in using the Code of Excellence on our projects.
To see the Code of Excellence in writing, I invite you to go to IBEWOurPower.com if you're not already on the site, and click on the Code of Excellence tile. The document you see there is really just the beginning. The formal training is happening at local unions all across the country every day. The end result, the proof in the pudding, are completed Code of Excellence jobs that can be found across a wide variety of work we do for our valued customers. To make your next job a Code of Excellence job, contact the IBEW local union in your area. We're applying for the job. We won't let you down. Thank you for your time.